is the revision lecture related to class 9 physics gravitation chapter, and today's lecture we will revise all the terms related to gravitations and also some terms related to flotation. Just see the concept of gravitation, that is starting concept, that is Newton's law of gravitation. Newton's law of gravitation. In Newton's law of gravitation, what is the basic thing? This is the force of attraction concept and totally based on distance concept and mass concept. Whenever the mass and distance vary, then force also vary. Those two bodies here, A and B, having mass m1 and m2, then both the body applying force on each other, and this force is having a special nature, that is attraction, and the attraction here, the force of attraction, that is F, directly proportional to product of masses and inversely proportional to square distance between both. The force of attraction directly proportional to product of masses and inversely proportional to square distance between both. Combining both, where F proportional m1 m2 upon r square. F is equal to capital G m1 m2 upon r square. This is the formula for force. I will say that Newton's formulation of force, that is force of gravitation. Here the value of force depends upon distance and also depends upon product of masses. Value of capital G, that is 6.67 to 10 power minus 11 Newton square per kg square. This is the value of gravitational constant, that is capital G value. And if m1 is equal to 1 kg and m2 is equal to 1 kg, just see, if m1 is equal to m2 is equal to 1 kg, then F is equal to capital G. F is equal to capital G. It means the value of gravitational constant equal to numerically force of attraction when both the body having unit mass, or the body having unit mass, and both are separated by 1 meter distance. Both are separated by r is equal to 1 meter and m1 is equal to m2 is equal to 1 kg. Then F is equal to G. Here this is the concept of Newton's law of gravitation. And after this, the next one concept, that is acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity, that is the force of particular heavy body on a small body, given by mg, that is the force of attraction whenever body that is held on Earth's surface. Suppose this is the concept of diagram. The body here held at this point, small m, and this is the concept of Earth. Then Earth applying force on body, the force that is acting downwards, and this force by Newton's second law, and by Newton's law of gravitation, F equal to what? Capital G small m capital M upon R square. This is equation number 2. Then equating both, first equation, that is force of gravity, that is mg. By this force the body attracted towards the earth center, and this one is the force of gravitation. And equating both, then mg equal to capital G capital M small m upon R square, then small g is equal to capital G capital M upon R square. Here, so this is the relationship between small g and capital G. This capital G, that is the gravitational constant, and capital M, that is mass of Earth, and R is the radius of Earth. By using this equation, we can also explain about the variation in gravity, how the value of G vary from place to place, That is the simple equation. Ascending to gravity is what? The force by which Earth attracted towards its center. When a body is fully downward, then the acceleration produced in the body is said to be acceleration due to gravity. Then variation in G. There are too many types. Number one, that is the shape of Earth, and number second, that is the effect of altitude. You say that the height above the Earth's surface, and number third, effect of depth, and when the body is just going under the Earth's surface, then how the gravity changes, that is the effect of depth. And one also, that is effect of rotation of Earth, that is not given in class 9 syllabus, but in 9 syllabus you have to learn about three concepts. First, that is shape of Earth, second, that is effect of altitude, and third, that is effect of depth. So first concept, value of G here for standard calculation, its value taking what, 9.8 meter per second square, but its value changes from place to place. That is what? Variation in G. And first concept of changing, that is effect of shape of Earth. Effect of shape of Earth. How the value of gravity changes by the effect of shape of Earth. The formula is G is equal to what? Capital G capital M upon R square. As we know, small g is equal to capital G capital M upon R square. G inversely proportional to R square. It means whenever radius of Earth decreases, then gravity increases. Reverse of this, whenever radius decreases, then gravity increases. Clear? Very simple concept. The shape of Earth as it is, that is the oval shape of Earth. Oval shape. Oval shape means that is just like orange, and the radius around the equator, this is the polar radius, this is the polar radius, this one is equator radius, equatorial. by how much? That is equivalent radius RE is greater than RP. The difference between both that is about 27 or 21 kilometer. I think 21 kilometer. Equivalent radius by 21 kilometer. So radius greater means what? Gravity will be smaller. It means at equator the value of gravity will be less than the value of gravity at poles. It means gravity at poles will be maximum. Why gravity at poles maximum? Because the radius at the poles will be what? Minimum. That's why gravity will be maximum. This is the concept of effect of shape of Earth. How the shape of Earth that is affected in the variation of small g. That is formula g upon r square. Capital G, capital M constant term. So g inversely proportional to r square whenever radius changes. It means when you are just going from equator to poles, then the value of g increases. Value of g increases. A reverse of this, when you are just going from poles to equator, then value of g decreases. And if you are just stationary at any point, then the value will be fixed. That is small g, what? 9.8 meter per second square above. And the standard value that is taken at the sea level, the value of acceleration due to gravity, how calculated? At its standard height at the sea level, that is 9.8 meter per second square. Clear? So just after this effect of shape of Earth, next one concept is what? That is effect of altitude. Effect of altitude. Number second. Effect of altitude. Second one. For the variation in g, there is a special formula. That is g is equal to what? G 1 plus h upon r whole square. Clear? G dash equal to g upon 1 plus h upon r whole square. This is the value of gravity at h height above the earth surface. Suppose this is the earth surface, earth shape, and body just raise up to h height. H. This is what? The position of the body at height h. Then the value of gravity at point B. This is point A, and at point B the value of gravity G dash equal to G upon 1 plus h upon r whole square. And when h is less or less than r, the value of h is less or less than r, then gravity will be by applying the G dash will be what? G 1 minus 2h upon r. Formula will reduce to G dash equal to G 1 minus 2h upon r. Very simple concept. Only one this one transfer towards numerator side, then this one becomes what? Minus 2, and then minus 2 multiplied at this plus sign. Then will be what? 1 minus 2h upon r. And the last thing in variation, that is effect of depth. Effect of how the effect of depth? In effect of depth, there is a special formula, that is G dash equal to body just going d depth below the earth's surface, then gravity will be given by G1 minus d upon r. And this formula gives the explanation about the variation in g due to depth in the variation acceleration due to gravity. And when d is equal to r, when d is equal to r, then g dash is equal to 0. And whenever g dash is equal to 0, then the weight of an object at earth center will be 0. It means weightless condition at the earth surface, just like in free fall condition. Clear? So just after variation in g, the next one concept is what? Weight and mass. Mass, that is a physical quantity having scalar sense, and weight means what? That is vector quantity. Whenever mass multiplied with gravity, then it becomes what? Weight. And weight, that is measured by spring balance, and mass, that is measured by beam balance. So in the sense of measurement of weight, are we using unit of force, that is Newton, but in case of measurement of mass, that is unit kilogram. In MKS system, or you say that in SI system. The concept of a special question always asking examination, so that the value of gravity on moon, value of gravity, that is Gm, is equal to 1/6 GE. Always asking a well-known question. Value of gravity on moon surface is equal to 1/6 of gravity on earth surface. For proving this one, or in other form, this can also ask, so that weight of an object on moon surface is 1/6 the weight of an object on earth surface. For proving this one, the two terms that is very necessary: mass of moon and radius of moon, how related to mass of earth and radius of earth. Mass of moon, that is mm, equal to 1/100 times the mass of earth. Clear? Mass of moon equal to 1/100 times the mass of earth, and radius of moon, that is equal to 1/4 times the radius of earth. By using these two concepts, we can obtain this formula: Gm equal to what? 1/6 G. And we know small g equal to, as we know, G equal to capital G, capital M upon R square. Then the value of gravity at earth surface, G is equal to capital G mv upon R square, question number 1. And then Gm equal to capital G mm upon Rm square, question number 2. And we have to obtain what relation between Gm and Ge. Then divide this first by second. Divide second by first, or first by second, no matter, you can do anything. Divide first by second. We have Ge upon Gm. Ge upon Gm is equal to, let's see, capital G, capital G will be cancelled out, and then here Ge, that is me upon R square, me upon R square, and then when you take Gm in denominator, then this one will reverse, Rm in numerator side and mm in denominator side. So Rm square upon m. Clear? Here mm is equal to 1/100 times me. It means me is equal to what? 100 mm. Me is equal to 100 mm. Then this one equation gives a simple concept. Just note down all. See here in this portion, Ge upon Gm is equal to Ge upon Gm is equal to me equal to 100 mm, 100 Rem will be same, but Re will reduce by 4 Rem. 4 Rem square, and here M. So M cancel out, Rem cancel out, then 4 square 16. 100 upon 16. Ge upon Gm. G upon Gm. Then this one is what? Here about 6. Here about 6. Ge upon Gm is equal to 6. Gm is equal to Gm approximately equal to 1 upon 6. 1 upon 6 Ge. Gm approximately equal to 1 upon 6 Ge. This is the required concept. Clear? So in this way you can derive the two things: what? Mass of moon, how related to mass of earth, and radius of moon, how related to radius of earth. Whenever clear, then you can derive the required relationship between gravity on moon surface and gravity on earth surface. When we multiply the mass on both sides, then you get what? Weight of an object on moon surface and weight of an object on earth surface. Same distance, that is 1 upon 6 factor multiplied with the weight on earth surface, then you will get what? The weight on moon surface. Then after this, the concept of weightlessness. Weightlessness, that is the free fall, or you say that weight zero. And on moon surface there is no space, no atmosphere. Space, no atmosphere. The only one reason behind this, that what? Gravity at that position is what? Very less. It means there is no molecules. Because all the molecules, whenever are available at that position, then there is no atmospheric condition. Only one, the reason behind this, there the value of gravity is less than the gravity on Earth's surface. Here gravity value greater. That's why the molecules of different gases are bonded together and lie on Earth atmosphere. But on moon atmosphere there is no gaseous molecules because there is a less value of gravity, and less value of gravity, then they can just escape from that surface due to their high molecular speed of their atoms or molecules. So then after the gravitation, the next concept in your gravitation, that is the next portion, flotation. In flotation, the main concept is what? Laws of flotation, or you say that Archimedes principle. Very simple concept about flotation. Either Archimedes principle or other flotation. It is based on totally buoyant force. Buoyant force, when you are just thinking any object in liquid, then the object replaced the equal amount of weight of liquid as that of its own weight, then that the particular object will float, otherwise the object will sink. The concept of buoyant force or the concept of liquid displaced, the concept of upthrust force, and another concept for flotation, laws of flotation. That is density concept. When the density of liquid is greater than the density of an object, then the object will float, otherwise object will sink. It means at least the density of object will be equal to the density of liquid. If the density of object is greater than the density of liquid, then the object will sink. Just like in case of iron nail, when we just put iron nail on water surface, then it sink. But when we just put this iron nail on mercury surface, then it will float. The reason behind this, the density of mercury is greater than the density of iron. That is the concept of flotation, how the body floats. The two concepts, one density concept and one the upthrust. If the body just displacing more liquid as compared to its own weight, then the required upthrust force will be greater for the flotation and the body will float easily. And if it displaces less amount of liquid than its own weight, then it will float, not sink. Then after the flotation concept, the next one is what? Density and relative density. Density here, that is the mass per unit volume. Mass per unit volume, and mass that is measured in kilogram and volume measured in meter cube. So unit kilogram per meter cube. And the SI unit I will say that MKS unit. And relative density, that is density of substance upon density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. Density of substance upon density of water at 4 degrees Celsius. Clear? Here density numerator and density numerator, it means relative density है no unit. Relative density has no units. Clear? So in the sense, the terms that is in flotation also clear. Either the density concept or the weight of an object when the body will float or when the body will sink, in which condition the body will float the whole weight just below the water surface when the density of both the materials, that is liquid and the object, equal. I will say that if the body displacing the amount of weight or the amount of liquid weight displacing equal to its own weight, then the body will float the whole part of the body just on the earth surface, below the earth surface. And upthrust here, the force applied by liquid in upward direction. The force of upthrust, the force of buoyant force, both are in just similar way. If further any confusion, then you can ask. So that's all for today. Have a nice day.